Yeah, it was the guy that God used to finish the final solution. Everybody agreed that the final solution was a pretty good thing. It just it just didn't work out the correct way that it was supposed to be. That's why the solution was never final. That that North America and NATO and yada yada, they had a better idea of the final solution. It was that some of the stuff of the final solution was pretty good, but we didn't like a great deal of it as well. I mean, you've seen how Hitler was great to a certain point, and then you learn that he was actually pretty weak at the end, where he committed suicide. And suicide, I think, under God is something that that God, you learn in the Bible something about suicide. It's not a very honorable death. And in the United States and Canada, especially in the United States, now that I live in Canada, no, it's like that in Canada as well. I'm sorry. People, you want to die an honorable death. Hitler didn't die very honorably, because he killed himself. In the Bible, it does say that, but the Bible's not everything in the world. But there was sort of this talk of how can we make sort of, you can't make a perfect government, but you can come up with some final solution, is what was told, or what sort of the ideology was, uh, or is used by the governments. Well, now it's kind of like we're in living color of just so after they had, where they were trying to do this final solution, and we put a stop to it. We put a stop to the final solution because we did not like the way that they were doing their final solution. It was racist. They were going crazy. They shouldn't have attacked certain areas that they attacked. They weren't making the best decision. They were making erratic decisions. Well, they did. They ended up making an erratic decision. It didn't look good. It didn't look honorable. And with the United Kingdom and being the monarch in the United States, it was sort of, we loved having this honorable history, and we do. And if you learn what happened with Adolf, or not Adolf, but the Nazi Germany, it was sort of undercover. Nobody really knew about it, what was going on. And this happens day to day in our own countries. Stuff goes on, and some stuff goes, you never hear about it. And that's what happened with Nazi Germany. Nobody ever heard about it until it was put on the radio, and it was put into stuff kind of like this video. And then people realized what was going on, and we had D-Day. And we went and saved the day, and stopped the Germans from making any more war, because it was getting to a world destruction time again, because they were going to war with Russia. Nobody could just be happy. That's my final solution. Be happy for what you have. But we have to keep the world safe and make sure that ones never get like an Adolf Hitler or a Stalin, or worse. What about our modern day people that sometimes think they're going to cause some big historical thing that we don't want to see happen? I love people. And that's who I always wanted to be in the power. Somebody that was going to protect all people that followed the law, no matter what their race or what their religion or what they may be. or who they are, who their family is. And Hitler failed to do that because he was all about Germans and men and yada yada. And they had women, but they had them. And one of our beliefs in Canada and the rest is women can be themselves or they can be married or yada yada. They're their own woman. But then we believe a man is a man, and if they're in a certain relationship, you have all different relationships. It's so much freedom. But one thing you don't have the freedom to do is destroy or come up with elaborate plans to destroy or hurt a certain person or a certain race of people just because that person's related to this person or looks like that. There has to be some kind of legality to it. They have to be proven guilty. Everybody's innocent when they choose to be guilty. When you're born in this world, generally we believe that you're innocent. And then through your life decisions, you choose. Hold on.